welcome to our live film night here at Nottingham Academy Primary.
We would like to share with you a very special production that we have put together in Year 6 for Christmas.
We have spent 6 weeks filming this in our very own green screen studio at school.
We have had to follow strict social distancing guidelines, so only a few of us have been filmed at any one time, and none of the props or costumes have been shared.
A big thank you must be said to everyone who has supported the show with costumes and lights and helped Mr. Barker put all of this together.
Also, a big well done to all the Year 6 who have taken part either in the film itself or with one of the songs.
We hope you enjoy every minute of the show and have a great film night with us, and all of that gives everyone a bit of a Christmas treat during this difficult time.
So without further ado, let's introduce our very own Nottingham Academy Primary version of Mary Poppins.
Stay safe everyone, and
Merry Christmas!
Mist coming in, like something is brewing, about to begin. Can't put my finger on what lies in store, but I feel what's to happen or happened before. Ah, hello there ladies and gents. You're just in time to join us at the beginning of a very interesting time indeed. 17 Cherry Tree Lane. That's where all the excitement is about to take place. Shall we go and take a look? Number 17 is just along here a bit. Now this imposing edifice is the home of Admiral Broome. He used to be in the Royal Navy and likes to keep his house shipshape and Bristol fashion.
Time gun ready? Follows to a shining charger, awaiting your instructions. 3 minutes and 6 seconds.
Aye, aye, sir. 3 minutes and 6 seconds is. Standing by, ready for the signal, sir.
Good afternoon, young man. Where are you bound?
Number 17, got some people here want to see it.
Word of advice, storm signals are up at number 17. Bit of heavy weather brewing there.
Thank you, sir. I'll keep an eye skinned. Here we are. Number 17, Cherry Tree Lane, residence of George Banks, Esquire. Hello, hello, hello. The Admiral was right. Heavy weather brewing, number 17, and no mistake.
Now her go. Don't try and stop her. We never liked her from the moment she stepped foot in the door.
No, she never had a kind word for anyone. That one did it better off without her. But who'll get stuck with the children with no nanny in the house? Me, that's who.
I wouldn't stay in this house for all the jewels in the world.
No, Katie, Nana, please don't go.
Stand away from the door at once.
But what am I going to tell Master about the children?
It's no concern of mine. Those little beasts have run away from me. For the last time, I'm done. I'm done with this place forever. Well, hip hip hooray, and don't stumble on the way out, dearie.
Let us get your bags for you and help show you to the door.
Cast off your shackles of yesterday, shoulder to shoulder into the fray. Our daughters will adore us, and we'll sing in grateful chorus. Well done, Sister Suffragette.
Mrs. Banks is home.
Good evening, Katie, Nana and Ellen. We've had the most glorious meeting. Mrs. Allen chained herself to the Prime Minister's carriage. You should have been there.
Mrs. Banks, please may I have a word with you? I've always done my very best, but I must speak with you now.
Oh, thank you, Katie, Nana. I always knew you had that suffragette spirit inside of you.
Excuse me.
We're clearly soldiers in petticoats and dauntless crusaders for women's votes.
Excuse me, Mrs. Banks.
Though we do men individually, we agree that as a group they're rather stupid.
Mrs. Banks, I really must have a word with
Cast
you.
off the shackles of yesterday, shoulder to shoulder into the fray. Our daughters will adore us, and they'll sing in grateful chorus. Well done, Sister Suffragette.
Excuse me, Mrs. Banks.
From Kensington to Billingsgate, one hears the restless cries. From every corner of the land, womankind arise. Political equality and equal rights with men. Take heart from Mrs. Pankhurst has been clapped in irons again. No more the meek and mouse servants we're fighting for our rights militantly.
Mrs. Banks, I really must have a word with you.
So cast off your shackles of yesterday, shoulder to shoulder into the fray. Our daughters will adore us, and they'll sing in grateful chorus. Well done, well done, well done, Sister Suffragette.
Mrs. Banks, I really must speak with you.
Where are the children?
That's what I've been trying to say. The children, madam, they're not here. They've run off again. That's 4 times in a week now. I've had enough. I'm leaving.
Oh, goodness gracious, Katie, Nanny, you can't leave us. What will Mr. Banks say? He's going to be cross enough to come home and find the children missing. Please reconsider.
I've had enough. I am leaving.
Stand by to mark the hour. Standing by, sir.
Pass, everyone!
Where is Katie, Nana?
She's gone. And good riddance, we say. Evening, Banks.
Ah, good evening there, Admiral Bosun. Hope you're keeping ship shape up there.
Have you with our head, sir? Take care.
Yes, jolly good.
Is he listening to us? Banks! Banks! Watch out ahead!
Good evening, everyone. Ellen, fetch my pipe and slippers. Winifred, my glass of sherry, if you would, and fetch the children.
Oh, my dear, but the children aren't here.
Sherry first there. Ellen, hurry up with the slippers. Now, where are the children?
They're not here.
What? Of course they're here. Where else would they be? They should have been bathed and in bed by now. Why? It's already 6:15.
But, George, they ran away from Katie, Nana. They're missing again.
Missing? Missing? I'll deal with this at once. George Banks here, 17 Cherry Tree Lane. It's a matter of urgency. I should like you to send a policeman around immediately.
The policeman's here, George.
What will I never? How prompt. What a wonderful service. Thank you so much. Good night.
Come in, Constable, come in.
Thank you, sir. I happen to have come across these here valuables in the park, sir. I believe they're yours, sir?
Jane, Michael!
Please don't be so emotional, dear. You two come here at once.
Oh, I wouldn't be too hard on them, sir. They've had a long and weary day.
I'm sorry we lost Katie and Anna, Father. You see, it was windy and the kite was too strong for us.
In a manner of speaking, it was a runaway kite, not runaway children.
Thank you, Constable. I think I can manage this now.
Very good, sir. I'll be on my way.
The problem was it's not a very good kite and it got blown away. We made it ourselves. Perhaps if you helped us to make one?
That's quite enough about kites. I don't want to hear any more. Ellen!
Yes, sir.
Take Michael and Jane to the nursery at once and see that they are bathed and put to bed.
Yes, sir. I knew it. I knew I'd be looking after the children. They don't need a nanny, they need a blooming zookeeper.
Sorry, dear. When I chose Katie and Anna, I thought she would be firm with the children.
You've taken on 6 nannies in the last 4 months and they've all been disasters. We need one who will act like a general who gives commands, lays down rules and ensure discipline at all times.
Father, we are really sorry about what we did today. It was wrong to run away from Katie and Anna.
You're right, you shouldn't have.
And we do so want to get on with the new nanny.
Very sensible. I shall be glad to have your help in the matter.
We thought you would. That's why we wrote this advertisement for a new nanny.
You wrote an advert.
Now, George, I think we should listen.
Wanted, a new nanny for 2 adorable children.
Adorable? Well, that's debatable, I must say.
If you want this choice position, have a cheery disposition. Rosy cheeks, no warts.
That's the bit I put in.
Play games, all sorts.
You must be kind, you must be witty, very sweet and fairly pretty. Take us on outings, give us treats, sing songs, bring sweets.
Never be cross or cruel, never give us castor oil or gruel. Love us as a son and daughter, and never smell of barley water. If you won't scold and dominate us, we will never give you cause to hate us. We won't hide your spectacles so you can't see.
Put toads in your bed or put pepper in your tea.
Hurry, Nanny, many thanks sincerely.
Jane and Michael Banks.
Thank you, most interesting. And now I think we've had enough of this nonsense. Please return to the nursery.
They were only trying to help. They're only children.
I'm quite aware they're just children, Winifred. Play games, sing songs, eat treats, ridiculous. Hello, I wish to place an advert for a nanny in your paper.
Nanny Watson and I will be very kind.
Good afternoon. My name is Nanny McBrain and I'll be very firm with your children at all times.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Nanny Tomlins. I believe in being kind and fair to the children and teaching them right and wrong.
How do you do, Mr. Banks? My name is Nanny Walters. I will be very kind to the children but also very strict and follow your rules carefully, and I will respect your authorities at all times.
Good afternoon, sir. May I introduce myself? My name is Gilbert, your local butler. May I offer you my services for looking after your children? Can I say you'll find an old-fashioned butler better than any nanny any day?
Cool, there's a fair queue of nannies outside. Shall I show them in?
Ellen, I said 8 o'clock and 8 o'clock it shall be.
Roll up, get your juicy tomatoes here, fresh juicy tomatoes, pick today, nice and tasty.
Come get your freshly baked bread.
Come on then, let me do your portrait, madam. I do a good likeness.
Not for us, thank you. We're a bit busy now waiting for this interview.
What's this all about anyway? What are you all doing?
The Banks family have placed an advert for a new nanny. We're waiting to see Mr. Banks about it.
Good luck with that. I heard that one of the nannies had glue put on her favourite chair. When she sat on it, she got stuck there for 3 hours.
Oh dear, she never came back again after that.
I heard that they waited till Nanny was asleep and shaved off her eyebrows.
Ellen, it is now precisely 8 o'clock. You may show the nannies in one at a time.
Yes, sir. Right, one at a time, please. Don't push. And where are they all gone?
Thank you. You're the father of Jane and Michael Banks, are you not? Well, yes, have you brought your references? May I see them, please? Oh, I make a point never to give references. A very old-fashioned idea to my mind. Is that so? Well, we'll have to see about that, won't we? Now then, the qualifications. Item 1, a cheery disposition. I am never cross. 2, rosy cheeks, obviously. Item 3, play games, all sorts. Well, I'm sure the children will find my games extremely diverting. Item 4, kind but extremely firm. Have you lost something? That letter. Where did you get that from? It's that paper, you see. I thought... You are George Banks, are you not? Mr. Banks, yes. And you did advertise for a nanny, yes? Yes. Very well then. Now, I think that I should see the children. Thank you. Close your mouth, Michael, please. We are not codfish. Well, don't just stand there. Let's get going. Spit spot.
George, what on earth are you doing? I thought we were interviewing nannies.
I was.
You mean you've already chosen one already? How clever of you, George. I knew you could do it. Where is she?
Well, she's in the nursery, of course. I put her to work straight away.
Will she be firm, George? Give commands.
Do you know, I think she will. This is your room with a lovely view of the park. Well, I suppose it will do. It's clean, it just needs a few touches, like... Well, first things first, I need a hat stand to put my hat on. And my mirror? Ah yes, perfect, as usual.
But there's nothing in there.
Now, Michael, don't judge things by their appearance.
We better keep an eye on this one. She's tricky.
She is wonderful. Now then, let's see how you measure up. Come along quickly, Michael. Heads up, don't slouch. Just as I thought. It's extremely stubborn and suspicious.
I am not.
Now you, Jane. Rather inclined to giggle. Doesn't put things away.
How about you?
Very well then, hold this for me. As I expected, Mary Poppins, practically perfect in every way. Mary Poppins, is that your name? It's lovely. Thank you. Now, shall we get on with it? Get on with what? In your advertisement, does it not specifically request us play games? Yeah. Very well then. Our first game is, well, the gun is half done.
I don't like the sound of that.
Otherwise entitled, Let's Tidy Up the Nursery.
I told you she was tricky.
Shall we begin? It is a game, isn't it, Mary Poppins? Hats on, please. It's time for an outing to the park. In every job that must be done, there is an element of fun. You find the fun and snap, the job's a game.
And every task you undertake becomes a piece of cake. A line, a screen is very clear to see. That's a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down, medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in the most delightful way. A robin feathering his nest has very little time to rest, while gathering his bits of twine and twig. The quite intent in his pursuit of the very gentle truth. He knows a song will move the job along. For a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down, medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in the most delightful way. The honeybees have fetched the nectar from the flowers to the comb, and it has time and buzzing to and fro, because they take a little nip from every flower that they sing, and then they find their task is not a grind. Oh, a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down, medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in the most delightful way.
Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiroo. I does what I likes and I likes what I do. Today I'm a scriber, and as you can see, a scriber's an artist of highest degree. I saw you work from me your memory. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiroo. I draws what I likes and I likes what I do. No pence or shillings do I ask of you, but me cat would be glad of a copper or two. Me cat would be glad of a copper or two. I'd know that shadow anywhere. Mary Poppins!
It's nice to see you again, Bert. I expect you know Jane and Michael.
Well, I've seen them about, chasing a kite most of the time.
Mary Poppins is taking us to the park.
To the park? Not if I know Mary Poppins. Other nannies take their children to the park. When you're with Mary Poppins, suddenly you're in places that you never even dreamed of.
I'm sure I haven't even the faintest idea of what you're talking about.
She's probably got something in mind like a jolly holiday or a circus with lions and tigers.
Oh yes, please. Let's go to the circus.
Oh, that one's lovely. If you please, I would much rather go there.
Beautiful, ain't it? A typical English countryside, as done by yours truly. There's a little county fair over the hill there, even though you can't see it. Now's the time, Mary Poppins. No one's looking.
Oh, very well then, Bert, if you insist. Give me your hand, Jane and Michael. Don't slouch. Ready? 1, 2... Oh, wow, we're in the picture. Come on, I hear a merry-go-round. Don't fall and smudge the painting.
Yahoo! Giddy up! Yahoo! Whee!
Wow, our own private merry-go-round.
Hey!
Woohoo!
Yay! Yay! Woo-hoo!
Why don't we see if we can go somewhere a little more interesting, shall we? Oh, God!
Right here, Mary Poppins. Anything for you, Mum. And they're off. It's Mary Poppins in the lead by 2 lengths, with Jane second by length, and Michael's coming a close third. And it's Bert coming up on the outside.
Tally-o, let's catch this festive off. Come on, everyone. I say, is that Mary Poppins?
Please control yourselves. We're not on a race course. Follow me, please. Good morning.
View hello.
Oh no, not again. It's these dreadful redcoats. I'm off.
Poor little fella. Let's give him a hand.
Ah! Yikes. Thanks, mate. Tally-ho.
Riders, would you be so kind as to let me pass?
Certainly, ma'am. Please come past. Hope we're not in your way.
Thank you. Excuse me? Not at all, ma'am. Do come by. Have a nice day now, won't you?
Oh, hello there, Mary Poppins.
And Mary Poppins is coming up the inside. It's tight there in the middle. They're three abreast. It doesn't look like there's any room for Mary Poppins to pass by.
But wait, she's chatting to the lead jockey. They're pulling to one side. They're letting Mary Poppins through. It's Mary Poppins. Nice to see you, ma'am.
Mary, well, hello there again. Haven't seen you around in a while.
Good to see you again, Mary Poppins. You always bright in the race cars. Always nice to see you around these parts. Do squeeze past now, won't you? Yes, excellent, gentlemen.
I've never seen anything like this before. This is the most unusual. Mary Poppins is moving into the lead now.
And Mary Poppins is going to win the Grand National. Hooray for Mary Poppins. Wow, Mary Poppins, you were too quick for me today. Hold on there. Watch with Dicky Bird. Don't forget to smile, everyone. That's right. And one more of the winner on her own. Or is it her family over there? Let's have everyone together, please. 1, 2, 3, cheese! And that's a wrap.
How did it feel to win the race, Mary Poppins? What's it like winning a Grand National in front of all your fans? Have you got anything to say? Is this the greatest achievement of your life, or is there more to come?
There's really only one thing to say, isn't that right, Bert?
That's right, Mary Poppins. You tell them what it is.
It's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. It's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Cause I wasn't afraid to speak when I was just alive. My father gave me nonsense, we could told me I was bad. But then one day I learned the word to sing me and converse. The biggest word you ever heard, and this is how it goes. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. He traveled all around the world and everywhere he went. Because it's not hard to say the guy's a clever gent. When you survive bars, I thought the time of day with me. I said just special word and then he asked me out to tea. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. So when the carrots catch your tongue, there's no need for dismay. Just sum it up this word and then you got a lot to say. But better use it carefully or it could change your life. One time I said it to a girl and then becomes my wife. She is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. 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 Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Oh no! It's raining! We're getting all wet!
Michael, stay close now. You don't want to get lost when the painting runs in the rain. Ready? 1, 2. Oh, Bert, your fine paintings are going to get wet.
Ah, well, there's more where they come from. See you all again soon.
Come along, children. Bye, Bert.
And I don't mind people being cheerful and pleasant, Winifred, but I do expect a little decorum. Since that Mary Poppins arrived, everyone is singing, even the cook and the maid. The whole house has gone mad. I just won't have it.
Yes, dear.
Oh, Dad, we're so glad that you're home.
Want to hear a joke?
We had the most wonderful afternoon with Mary Poppins.
The joke goes a little like this. I know a man with a wooden leg named Smith.
Smith? We don't know anyone called Smith.
And then a second chap says, what's the name of his other leg?
And we went on a carousel and the horses came off and we won the Grand National.
Oh, children, please be quiet. I can't understand a word of what you're talking about.
Mary Poppins says that if we're good, she shall take us there again.
Oh, did Mary Poppins say that? Will you please return to the nursery and Mary Poppins? Will you come with me?
As you wish.
I regret that I must say to you that I must confess that I'm extremely disappointed in you. I don't deny that I'm partially responsible for not having made it clear, but it is high time that the children see the serious things in life.
I understand.
I'm shocked at hearing the children talk about jumping through paintings, going fox hunting and horse riding. If they must go on outings, they should be educational and practical.
They need to learn about the life you lead.
Exactly.
It's time they grow up.
Precisely.
Tomorrow, just as you suggest. First thing, Michael and Jane will accompany you.
Splendid, you hit the nail on the head. Where are we going?
Why to the bank, as you proposed?
As I proposed?
Exactly. Now, if you don't mind, excuse me. It'll be a big day for the children tomorrow and they need a proper night's sleep.
Winifred, did I say I would take the children to the bank?
It certainly sounded like that, dear.
And why not? A capital idea. Quite right. Here we are, children. This is where I work, the Bank of England, the finest financial institution in the world.
Who's that old lady over there?
Oh, just some old woman. Don't you worry about her. I'm going to show you one of the most impressive sights in London.
But I want to buy some bread to feed the birds.
Don't be silly now, Michael. Come inside the bank and I will show you what you can really do with your money.
Good morning, Banks. What do we have here then?
Hello, Mr. Dawes. These are my children, Jane and Michael. Say hello to Mr. Dawes' children.
Good morning, Mr. Dawes. Nice to meet you. Nice seeing you visiting at the bank, children. These are my two assistant managers, Mrs. Roberts and Mrs. Owens.
And is that a core you have in your hand, my dear boy? Are you going to make an investment?
No, I wanted to feed the birds outside. I don't want to buy a vest, thank you.
A vest? Goodness me. Your children like jokes, do they, Banks? An investment, not a vest. What silliness.
Investment? Investment? Investment! That's what you should be doing with your money, not helping others. Invest in your future!
Father, don't overdo it. You should be resting.
I'm fine. We just need to find the right account to put this young man's money into.
But I don't want to give you my money. I want to feed the birds.
Come on, Michael, let's get out of here. These old men aren't kind at all. They're really mean. Not like Bert or Mary Poppins. They take us out on treats and tell us jokes. Remember that great joke about a man with a wooden leg named Smith?
And then another man says, "What's the name of the other leg? Come on, let's go, Jane."
Michael, Jane, come back here at once.
Banks, you'll pay for this rudeness. Look what your children have gone and done.
Your children are the most ill-behaved and bad-mannered I have ever met.
A wooden leg named Smith. A wooden leg named Smith. A wooden leg named Smith.
I'm sure it couldn't have been that bad, George. Not that bad, not that bad. It's worse than that. It's all over. But what happened, dear? I thought you were taking the children to the bank with you today. Where are the children? And why aren't you at the bank? I took them to the bank and I introduced them to Mr. Dawes, the chairman of the bank. And Michael and Jane were incredibly rude to them and the other directors. I couldn't believe it. Oh, surely it wasn't that bad, dear. Michael went on and on about feeding pigeons. Then he told the chairman of the bank a joke about a man with a wooden leg called Smith. And then Jane and Michael ran off shouting and then everyone started shouting. They had to close the bank. It's never happened before. That's terrible, dear. But where are the children? I don't think I can go back. They told me not to come back. I don't think I have a job anymore on the children. I don't know where the children are. Oh, that's dreadful, George. You must call the police right away. There's no time for that. Anything could have happened to them. I must go and find them. You wait here in case they come home. I'll go find them at once. Come on, Michael. Try to keep up.
I'm trying. Do you really know where we are, Jane?
No, it's a bit scary around here.
Michael, Jane, is that you?
Bert!
Now what are you two doing this side of town, miles from home? It's not a place to be out alone. We're lost. We're so glad to see you. Can you help us? Don't you worry. You're with Bert now and he'll keep you safe. Come on, let's go. I'll take you back home. I thought you were with your father anyhow.
Oh, Bert, we were, but then we were rude to the man at the bank and we ran away and now we think our father's lost his job and it's all because of us.
Oh dear, oh dear. Sounds like it's been a bad day all round. Still, there's nothing broken that can't be fixed. Look over there. That woman selling breadcrumbs to feed the birds. That's all she has in this world, breadcrumbs and pigeons for company, but you'll never see her upset, just sat there every day singing. I know your father will forgive you, but you must forgive him as well. He doesn't always understand you children, but he only ever tries to do his best to look after you. We know that, but he doesn't listen to us. He wanted my tuppence today to take to the bank, but I wanted to feed the birds.
Jane, Michael.
Looks like he's here now for you both. Maybe you'll get your chance.
Jane, Michael, oh there you are. Thank goodness, I've been worried sick. It's Bert, isn't it? Thank you so much for looking after them for me. I've been looking all over London.
We're sorry for what happened at the bank today, Father.
It's because of us you lost your job.
What happened at the bank? Oh, never mind that now. The only important thing is I found you both and you're safe. London's not a good place to be lost in at night. Let's forget about what happened today. I know you wanted to feed the birds, Michael, didn't you? Look, there's the old lady now. Have you still got your tuppence? Come on, let's go and feed the birds.
Come on, let's go feed the little birds. Tuppence a bag, just tuppence a bag. Come feed the little birdies. Show them that you care. You'll be glad if you do. The young ones are hungry, the nest is so bare. All it takes is tuppence from you. Feed the birds. Tuppence a bag, tuppence a bag.
Now that looks like a happy reunion. I'm off to find me mates. Family scenes like that always put me in the mood for a dance.
Hi, Bert. Are you ready for a dance about stepping time? Come on, everyone.
Stepping time! Stepping time! Stepping time! Stepping time! Come on, mighty, stepping time! Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. It's stepping time, it's stepping time. Kick your knees up, stepping time. Kick your knees up, stepping time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Kick your knees up, stepping time. Round the chimney, round the chimney, stepping time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Round the chimney, stepping time. Take your elbows. Take your elbows, stepping time. Take your elbows, stepping time. Take your elbows, take your elbows, take your elbows. Stepping time, come on, mighty, stepping time. Stepping time. Stepping time, stepping time, stepping time, stepping time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. It's stepping time, it's stepping time. Kick your knees up, stepping time. Kick your knees up, stepping time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Kick your knees up, stepping time. Round the chimney, round the chimney, stepping time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Round the chimney, stepping time. Take your elbows. Take your elbows, stepping time. Take your elbows, stepping time. Take your elbows, take your elbows, take your elbows. Stepping time, come on, mighty, stepping time. Stepping time. Stepping time, stepping time, stepping time, stepping time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. It's stepping time, it's stepping time. Kick your knees up, stepping time. Kick your knees up, stepping time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Kick your knees up, stepping time. Round the chimney, round the chimney, stepping time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Round the chimney, stepping time. Take your elbows. Take your elbows, stepping time. Take your elbows, stepping time. Take your elbows, take your elbows, take your elbows. Stepping time, stepping time, stepping time, stepping time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Stepping time, you stepping time.
She doesn't care what will happen to us.
Why do you have to go, Mary Poppins?
My hat's Jane.
Mary Poppins, don't you love us?
And what would happen to me, may I ask, if I loved all the children I said goodbye to?
But what are we going to do without you, Mary Poppins?
Without me? Pff, you don't need me anymore. You'll be fine. I think you'll find your father's a little different to before, and maybe your mother too. I think people in this household might just start to listen to each other a little more.
But Father's lost his job. What will we do?
I don't think we need to worry about that.
Jane, Michael, are you in here? Hello, Mary Poppins. Are you quite sure we can't persuade you to stay?
I really must be moving on now.
Well, that is such a shame. I know the children will miss you so much, but I've something here that might put a smile back on their faces. Look what I fixed, children.
You mended it!
It's wonderful. However did you manage that?
There's nothing a spoonful of sugar can't put right. Isn't that right, Mary Poppins? It's okay. Come on, let's go and give it a fly in the park. Hello, Mr. Dawes, Mrs. Roberts, Mrs. Owens.
Hello, Banks.
Oh, there you are, Banks. I want to congratulate you. That was a super joke that you told us at the bank today. Wooden leg called Jones.
Wooden leg called Smith, sir.
Oh, yes. Well, Smith, Jones, whatever. Anyway, Father Foy is a sensational joke. I've never seen him happier in my whole life.
There's an opening for a new partner at the bank and we want you to have it. You've been promoted, Banks. Congratulations. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much indeed.
You'll be starting straight away on Monday, Banks. No rest for the wicked. You're moving up in the world, as high as the sky. There'll be no stopping us now.
We'll be flying as high as kites.
This is so amazing! Look at how high it went. So colourful. Oh, yeah! Michael, your kite is so high. Yay! Wow! Look at mine soaring! Yay!
big nanny.
We thought you would, and that's why we wrote this advertisement for the new nanny. No!
Where? Wait, I can't like see. Good evening, everyone. Ellen, fetch my pipe and slippers. Winifred, my dear. A glass of sherry, please, and would you fetch the children?
Well done, we'll try that again without the laugh.
Starting straight away.
Take two, it's alright. No, just do it again.
Okay, you'll be straight.
Pause, take a breath, and then don't. No.
You'll be starting straight away on Monday, Banks. No rest for the wicked. You're moving up in the world, as high as the sky. There'll be no stopping us now.
We'll be flying as high as kites. They've only tried to help. They're only children.
I'm quite aware they're just children, Winifred. Play games, sing songs, eat treats. Ridiculous. Play games, sing songs, eat treats. Ridiculous.
Oscar, you just walked off camera. Go again. Oscar, you've walked off screen again.
Oh my God!
Off you go.
Now you, Jane? Rather inclined to giggle.
How about you?
Please control yourselves. We are not on a race course. Follow me, please. Good morning.
View, hello. I can't see it.
Please control yourselves. We are not on a race course. Follow me, please. Good morning.
View, hello.
Control yourselves. We are not on a race course. Follow me, please. Good morning.
View, hello. I didn't even do it.
Good evening, Banks. Heavy weather ahead, sir. Take care. Banks.
Listening to it.
Just pause after her line before you do your line.
Okay.
Go again.
Evening, Banks. Heavy weather ahead, sir. Take care.
Is he listening to us?
Banks.
Banks, watch out ahead.
I wouldn't stay in this house for all the jewels in the world.
No, Kirsten, Anna. Please don't go.
Stand away from the door at once.
Oh, what am I going to tell Master about the children?
It's no such concern of mine. Those little beasts have run away from me for the last time. I'm done forever. Oh,
I believe in...
Can we have a little bit more? Can we do it like twice or do the first bit of your line?
Nanny Walters.
Good afternoon.
Nanny Walters, and I'll be very good.
Not at all, Mum. Do come by. Have a nice day now, won't you?
It's Mary Poppins. Nice to see you, Mum.
Mary, well, hello there again. I haven't seen you around in a while.
Good to see you again, Mary Poppins. You're always bright in the race course.
Always nice to see you around these parts. Do squeeze past now, won't you?